Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison and the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have...
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Levante David in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
8 yards to go.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Shedding through the defense. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Shotgun now for Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 27 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and...
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 46 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit it...
Succop for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a two-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Down at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. He's at the 30, 20. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he is all the way up past the 25.
A fumble on the play. Recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense